Hi Leo, welcome to your April 2020 reading. Thanks for joining us. My name is Michelle.
My name's Richard.
Before we get started, I wanted to let you know that we're putting out these readings in order of the most liked videos for this month. So if you would like your video to be one of the first out, Leo, next month, please be sure to click that little thumbs up button down below. Okay Leo, let's get started. Interesting reading. I have two cards that popped out for you. I took them both because they came out together. First we have the card of Nemesis, and this is about karmic lessons. Second card is the Silver Bow, and this is all about love. So I want to speak about Nemesis first. Nemesis is visiting you as a sign that she has witnessed what's been happening around you. It's a guardian card, and it offers protection and acknowledgement of some form of injustice. So there has been some kind of injustice around you. I don't feel it's you that's done this, Leo. I feel it's someone's done it to you. And karma is coming in here to put something right. The second card is the Silver Bow, and this speaks of the heart, love, health, and happiness. So it has to do with the gift of love and happiness. So whatever you have experienced recently is going to be blessed by more loving kindness. It's more of a focus on union, partnership, or a celebration coming to you. So let's see where this goes, Leo. Richard has pulled a card from Shadows and Light.
Yes, it's the three fates. The three fates here are destiny, fate, and fortune. What this card talks about is that sometimes when we suffer a traumatic event, we can feel echoes of that event for a very long time afterwards. And while we're vibrating to that negative energy, we often see repeats. The event comes back to haunt us, and at some point I think we have to recognize that what's most important is how we react to what happens to us rather than focusing on what happened to us.
Okay, so let's see where this goes, Leo. Either side can resonate, of course, and if you're cross-watching, this may resonate as your Leo. At the bottom of the deck for you, I do have the Page of Wands.
And here I've got the Page of Cups.
Okay, so that's interesting. Could be some communication. We'll start with the status of the relationship, how you're viewing this person, Leo, the strengths, the weaknesses, what you should do in the situation, what you shouldn't do, and the likely outcome.
Okay, so that's the relationship, how this person's viewing you. Strengths, weaknesses, what this person should keep doing, what this person should stop doing, and the outcome if nothing changes.
Okay, Leo. We have the Seven of Cups. So right now I feel like there's a few options around you. You might have quite a few things to choose from. A lot of them are tempting. And whenever we're faced with Seven of Cups energy, we have to really look at what we want, to prioritize what's important to us when we're looking at these various options. Some are more tempting than others. Some will be more, not for your highest good. Other ones may not be as tempting, but will probably be better off for you in the long run. So it's really about what you want. It'll be different for all of you Leos, of course. Deciding for yourself what your priority is, and then making the best choice for you.
Okay. Looking over here, status of the relationship, we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This card speaks of bitterness and cynicism. Around these three fates, often when something traumatic happens to us, we can get a bit down on ourselves and we can become bitter and we can become cynical. Yeah, that's what I'm getting over here on this side, is that something bad has happened to this person. They're still feeling the ouch from it.
They could be an air sign, but they don't have to be. It could be male or female, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, how are you viewing this person? I feel this is you actually, Leo, because we have the more feminine energy over that side. I feel that this is you. You're coming up as the Emperor. So I get you standing up for yourself here. There may have been a time, perhaps when the other person had more of the power. I get power and control here around the two of these people. And the thing is, the way that you're using your control right now is one where you're acting maturely, responsibly, and I feel that there's a lot of focus on doing what is the right thing to do. This other individual, though, I feel may be acting out. I get battles. I feel like there's some kind of battle here, harsh words being spoken, but you're trying to rise above that.
All right, looking over here, how this person's viewing you, Leo. We have the sun in reverse. Yeah, I'm getting that their view of you is clouded by what's happened to them. I don't know if you were responsible for what happened to them, Leo. We'll find that out as we go in the reading.
Okay. Let's see what the strength is. We've got the Hanged Man in the reverse. I feel like this person has kept you stuck, or has kept you in a situation, Leo, where you felt victimized. It's almost like you've been playing the martyr.
Well, now that I'm looking at this, I think, Leo, you weren't the problem. I think something else happened to this person here, and you're actually taking the blame for it.
Yeah, it seems like you've been cast here as, I don't know, I get an energy of this person's caretaker.
Yeah.
Or support system.
Yeah, so what's happened is that somebody has done something to this person over here on this side, and you are helping them through it.
Or you have been.
Or you've been trying to help them through it.
But the thing is, you've put all of your own needs to one side while you've catered to this person. I feel like they've been a bit of a handful.
Well, I think they've been like an empty well. Because you've been trying to help them, Leo.
Yeah.
And look how they're viewing you.
They still don't seem to be able to be. You can't make them happy.
No, you can't make them happy, because what's happened to them is how they've reacted to it. Is the problem. It's not so. Yes, it's never really about what actually happens to us. It's how we react to it.
Yeah, and it seems to be this person believes that the world is against them.
That's right.
There's a lot of negativity.
And a lot of victimhood over on this side.
And they've kind of cast you in a light here of victimizing you in a way. It's a lot of projection.
Yeah, very, very much so.
Misery loves company.
That's often what can happen too, is that somebody can be trying to help, and then they actually end up getting cast as the villain.
Yes, well, no good deed goes unpunished, right?
That's exactly right. You're looking over here, the strength, the world in reverse. Well, I think the strength here is that this person is still going through what they're going through, and that they still want to be with you, Leo, because I think you do give them a lot of support, but they still aren't feeling like it's enough.
Let's have a look and see. The weakness is the world. So I feel that this is you deciding to close this out and exploring your other options here.
Right, that's the thing. Yeah, now we've got the world here in the upright as a weakness, and the world here and in reverse as a strength.
Yes.
It's a clear message, isn't it?
I feel this person wants to keep you in this situation. They like having you there as, well, kind of like a scapegoat, really.
Oh, yeah, a target, kind of something to project their anger at.
Yes.
Over what's happened to them. Yeah, that's a terrible place to be in, Leo. Looking over here, the weakness is the Four of Cups in reverse. It's an unwillingness to get out of this Four of Cups energy. So this person, I think, is in a fairly deep kind of depression, and they seem to be, as a weakness, they seem to be unwilling to get out of that.
Yeah. Let's have a look and see what we've got here as what you should continue to do. Three of Swords. The thing is, I think you've been afraid of hurting this person.
Yeah, you know that you know what they've been through. And the thing is, Leo, you've been very compassionate. I mean, you've been actually the perfect Leo, the strength card, compassion, nurture.
Leos are givers. They give.
They give, and you've been giving to this person.
But they give to the wrong people, and that's the problem here. I feel that you've been afraid to hurt, to break this person's heart. But the thing is, they're breaking your heart.
Yes, I just have this image in my mind of you throwing all your energy down this empty black well that you cannot fill.
And they're not meeting your needs at all, nor do they want to.
Right. Let's look at what this person should continue to do. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse as to what they should continue to do. You know, I really would have thought that it would have been better for them to move on from where they're at, but it seems like they feel like what they're doing is working for them, and I think to a degree it has been, because you've been there, you've been willing to do what they wanted to do, which was to give you all this attention, to help justify what they've been through. And in order to continue with that, that's what's going to have to happen, is that they can't move on. They can't get out of this depression, because otherwise it breaks the cycle. And then where are they at? You know, I think they enjoy being in this cycle. Maybe not enjoy it, but they're used to it.
It's the comfort zone for this person.
Yeah, it's kind of like how sometimes if we don't have the pain, we miss it. That's what I'm getting from this person. It's a bit toxic, I've got to admit.
Yes.
And it's certainly not a healthy way to be thinking about things, but it's as a result of how they've reacted to something bad that's happened in their life.
Yeah, and it's been very unfair to you. What you shouldn't do, we've got the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Ignore other opportunities that are around you. The thing is, I think you've put your own needs on the back burner. You know what I'm getting here, Richard? I feel that this is a situation where somebody's been in a relationship for a while. I don't feel that it's physical anymore. I feel like there's no sex here. And I have this as you, Leo, as someone who is very much desiring that more close physical connection, love, you know, opening up the heart chakra. So it's not just about sex here, it's more about having a true heartfelt connection with someone, but that is also sexual in nature. So you want the whole package, Leo, that's the thing. This person's not giving you anything. I feel like they're just, they're there, they're around you, but they're very detached emotionally, so they are not providing you with any kind of love or support or compassion towards you. It's all one-sided. It goes from you to this person, but then it meets this brick wall.
Oh, it's black well.
And it doesn't ever get returned. And meanwhile, I feel like they're withholding. I feel like someone's withholding sex here. And the thing is, you've been kind of made out to be the bad guy here for some reason. And
you're not. It's the problem is what happened to this person and now how they're reacting to that. What this person shouldn't do or should continue not doing, again, it's kind of like this Six of Swords energy here, and that is they shouldn't let go of what's bothering them. What they're doing now appears to be working for them. When we talk about what should be done and what shouldn't be done, we're not talking about what's for the higher good. We're talking about what's in this person's own best self-interest. And it's in their own interest to keep the status quo.
It's a very oppressive energy that I feel around that person.
They don't want to break out of this cycle here. They want to keep on just taking from you, Leo.
And this person is a nemesis. Meanwhile, I think you've been showing them love.
The silver bow, yes.
Let's see. The outcome for you is the Nine of Swords in reverse. How much more of this can you take? How much more of this? Because I feel like this person's negativities are being heaped onto you, and it's not right.
Let's take a look at the outcome over here for this person. We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, it's that energy of not willing to do the work, of just wanting to take. Just sit down and have you continue to support them. But the problem is your support is not going anywhere. You'd like to think that you're giving them the support they need to a sort of not so much a hand out, but a hand up is what you're trying to do. But they're not taking it that way. They're just taking.
You know, I think you've been trying with this person, but recently you've started to realize, well, maybe this isn't this isn't for me. Maybe I don't have to. I think that more options have started to pop up in your life. I think it's spirit coming in saying, you know what, you don't have to put up with this. There's other options for you. But the thing is, you've been ignoring these options. You've been saying, no, I've got to be with this person too. It's very protective energy. This person's protector, their guardian. But the thing is, you're not getting your needs met, and you're playing this kind of martyr role here, which ultimately is going to lead to more frustration. I get a lot of frustration, sexual frustration here as well, and heartbreak. I think this is something that you really have to take a very long look at and decide whether or not it isn't worth opening up the possibility of exploring other options.
Well, what we know is that we can control our own actions, but we can't control other people. So I get this impression that if you were responsible, you could be responsible for breaking them out of this cycle by no longer giving to this person.
There you go. Yeah, it could be that.
We'll clarify that in part 2, and we'll see if that's going to be the answer to the dilemma here.
If this is resonating, I do hope that you join us. The link is below in the descriptions box. It's another 30 to 35 minute reading. We'll be putting down clarifiers, and as you know, things can get quite in-depth the more cards we put down, and we'll be doing some Lenormand readings as well, and looking at some oracles for guidance. So please do join us if this is resonating. If it doesn't resonate, and it won't resonate with all Leos, then be sure to check out our Soulful Repair playlist on the channel. There you'll find the He Said, She Said style readings that are not sign or time dependent, so please do check those out. Of course, this can be vice versa, or if you're cross-watching, this may resonate as a Leo that you're dealing with either side. If you'd like a personal reading, you can reach out. The email is gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email is also in the box below. Wishing you the best with this, Leo. We'll see you in part 2, or we'll see you again soon.
Thanks, Leo. Goodbye and good luck.